Okay, so you guys got a chance to try this question. You can either swap it with somebody or you can mark your own. Up to you guys. Yeah. Yeah. So swap so that you're not looking at two. Okay, or you can just mark your own if you want. So Sarah, she decided to rent a bike and instead of buying one this time around. Okay, you will buy. I know she can buy one. And to start off, she will have to pay $4, and then each additional hour she takes it's $1.50. So create a table of value with 5 points. So a lot of you started off with X and Y. It doesn't matter what letters you choose. You could choose A and B. You can choose H and C. You can choose any letters. I just chose X and Y. What would X represent if I were to define my variables? Number of hours. And what would Y represent? Uh, Cost. That's it. Okay. So let's say I go into this bike store and I told that person I want to rent a bike. Okay. But so what is my starting value for X right here? 0, right? Okay. So X value right here. Notice I gave you a blank table. So you can create this column. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the easiest number that you want to go by. A lot of people I saw started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. We always want to see that row 0 right there. Okay. Now, so once I go into that store, what am I looking at as my upfront cost? Yep, $4. So right off the bat, I have to give $4. Now let's say I want to go for 1 hour. What would be my total cost? Misha? 550. And then 2 hours, Misha? 7. Okay, so remember, this $4 is just a one-time fee. So you don't add that $4 every single row. You're just adding it for this this beginning, and then each time you're adding 150, 150, 150 every time. So this would be 850, and then this would be 10. Yeah. All right, Crochet, let's focus. Dennis, let's focus. Okay. So there you go. We have our table. Now we can graph it. Couple of ways we could graph this. One, just plot the points. 0, 4, right here. 1 and 550 in the middle of these two lines. 2 and 7. Okay, how many points do I need to plot to create a line? 2, right. But why is it a good idea to plot a few more? So my line is more accurate and it could act as a double check. So that if let's say one of my points is down here because I wrote 4 and 7, then I catch my mistake. So you can actually catch your mistake if they don't line up properly. Okay, there's my line. Write the equation to represent the cost. So here, I'll write it here. So remember, you want it in y equals mx plus b form. So y equal something x plus something. Kaden. 2.5. Oh, yeah, sorry. I changed the question up from this morning. This morning, it cost them $2.50. Today, this afternoon, it only costs $1.50. You guys got a sale. Okay. Now, couple of ways. So I want to go over the different ways of how you can come up with the equation. So how did you get the 1.5? Yeah, so $1.50 per hour. So that's one way. What's another way to tell that it's 150? How do I know it's 150 based on the table?
Like you subtract 10 from 5.
Yeah, subtract backwards. I can tell that this is 150. Okay, and what's my third way? Looking at the graph. Right, my rise over run, it's up 1.5 and over by 1 every step. Okay, so I wanted to show whether it's in the question, in the table, in the graph, or in the equation, they should all match up. Okay, so that's why I say you should be able to do this interchangeably. And then the 4, same thing. Okay, $4 flat rate, 0, 4. Your y-intercept is 4, and so the equation is 4. Okay, and then lastly, if she spent $11.50, how long did she rent it for? So I'm gonna sub in $11.50 for my y value. So $11.50 equals 150x plus 4. All right. To solve it algebraically, I move that 4 over. So 1150 minus 4 is 750. And then divided by the 150, I get x equals 5. Okay. So will I get full marks if I wrote x equals 5? What am I missing?
Hours.
Hours, right. So 5 hours. So if you are marking friends, okay, if they did not write their unit, if they not write hours, you're taking half a mark off for them. Okay. So this is the algebraic way to find out that it's 5 hours. Who did a different, so who did this way? The algebra way. Okay. Who did a different way? Tom, which way did you do to find out it was 5 hours? What method did you use to find that it's 5 hours? Yeah. Right, table. Do one more row, and you'll get to $11.50. Okay. What's another way? Yep. Oh, wait. Let me finish this one first. What's another way to find out is that 11.50? On the graph, right? If I extend this line out, dot 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 dot, I can see that for 11.50 right here, it took 5 hours. Okay, extrapolation. Extend your line out, and then 11.50, it's $5, 5 hours. All right. So again, you can find this out using your equations, using the table, or using your graph. So and some of you might have even just thought logically. So logically, I have 11.50. So if I do 5 hours, $1.50 times 5, and then add on that 4, it will give me that 11.50 as well. So all these method works. If you're using the logical way, just give me a written response. So tell me your thinking process. Shoyan?
So, do you for the table, do you have to start at like 0?
Do you have to start at 0? You don't have to start at 0, but if you do, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Because there are some other questions, like not this one in particular, but there are other ones that will ask you for the equation, for example, or what is the flat rate, and so forth. Martin?
For that, you have to you have to write like X1 on the table.
No, but it's a good format. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Sarah?
Do you need a title?
Good question. Um, mm, not for this one, but yeah, you should have. So this would be hours, and this would be cost. I guess the graph that I gave you is a little misleading. Okay, if I gave you an L graph, then yes, definitely I want the titles and title of the graph. Okay, so what would a title be of this be? Cost versus hours. Cost versus Hours. Renting the bike.
Hours versus cost doesn't matter, right?
It matters because cost is your dependent. Okay, so let's give some marks. So let's say this is 2 marks for the table, 1 mark for the graph. Okay, writing the equation is 1 mark, and then 1 mark for this. Actually, just make it 1 mark. Let's just keep it simple. So 1 mark each. 1 mark for each part. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So something like this could be out of 4. You can take half the mark off wherever you think they missed something. Okay. So if this was on the test, how many of you think you got 3 out of 4? At least 3 out of 4. At least. All right, 4 out of 4. Good job. Okay, so this is what I want to see. This is almost like the bare minimum that you need to know for the test. Obviously, there's more to it that we did, but this is the minimum. Again, this question is to make sure you know that you can interchangeably do all 3 types. Given the table, give me the equation. Given a graph, give me a table. Given a table, give me the graph, and so forth. Okay. So today, I'm gonna give you another one tomorrow, similar to this, so that we can do something nice and quick as a review tomorrow.